Welcome back, my dear students. Now our topic is amplitude modulation. In last classes, we discussed about the communication systems. What is basic communication system? What are the elements of communication system? Then the different types of signals and different types of modulation techniques. Initially, in the communication system, the actual information um, going to a receiver. In between, the for the effective transmission or effective operation, we energize the signal. That process, energizing process, is called modulation. We discussed about the modulation in earlier class. Now the different types of the modulation and the continuous signal and the continuous modulation techniques. The first modulation technique is amplitude modulation. You just observe the name amplitude modulation. The parameters of the wave you already discussed: amplitude and frequency and phase. These three are the parameters of a signal. So the first parameter, amplitude. Here we observe, this is in this on the screen. This is the message signal. This message signal consists the frequency, phase, and amplitude. These three parameters are based upon these parameters. We design a three modulation techniques. First modulation technique is amplitude modulation. So here, what is amplitude modulation? The definition of the amplitude modulation is the the amplitude of the carrier signal varies with respect to instantaneous instantaneous values of the modulating signal. Here the modulating signal means message signal. The message signal is also called modulating signal. Okay, the energy signal, it means the high frequency signal. The message signal is transmitted along with the high frequency signal. That high frequency signal is called carrier signal. Okay, the carrier signal is the high frequency signal, the message signal is the low frequency signal. So here modulating signal means message signal, carrier signal means high frequency signal which carries the our actual information signal. So now observe the definition of the amplitude modulation. The amplitude of the carrier signal. The amplitude of the carrier signal varies with respect to instantaneous values. It means instantaneous means the each and every value of the information, the each and every instant of message. This is the this is the instantaneous values of the message signal or modulating signal. Okay, now this is the modulated signal. This is the modulated signal. What is modulated signal means? A modulated means output of the modulator. It means AM modulated wave. AM modulated wave. This is the AM modulated wave. This is the message signal. This is the carrier signal, and this one is the modulated wave or AM wave. What we observe, you just observe the here the amplitude of the carrier signal is constant, but here the amplitude of the message signal varies. So at the output of the modulator AM wave like this, what we observe here is the amplitude of the carrier signal, the amplitude of the carrier signal varies with respect to message signal. Here you observe, this is the minimum position. This is the minimum position of the actual message signal. So here the minimum amplitude occurs. Here the minimum amplitude occurs. This is the minimum position of the our actual information. Now here the amplitude of the carrier is minimum. Here the maximum peak signal, that's why here the maximum amplitude. I hope you understand and this scenario. I again repeat, the amplitude of the carrier signal varies with respect to instantaneous values of the our actual message signal. Okay, now what we observe here, actually the amplitude of the carrier is AC. The amplitude of the carrier is AC. The AC became plus AM at the positive peak of the amplitude, positive peak of the message signal. This AC minus AM occurs when negative peak of the our message signal. So the difference between carrier amplitude and message amplitude, sometimes the the amplitude more than the carrier amplitude of the amplitude of the carrier signal. So in this scenario there are two possibilities are occur. One is AC plus AM and AC minus AM. Here the AC minus AM. Here the AC minus AM. Here the AC minus AM. In at its position AC plus AM, maximum amplitude and minimum amplitude. So so this is the basic concept of the amplitude modulation. Now let us wait. What is the we need to derive an expression for the amplitude modulation. Here this is the standard. This is the standard. This is the standard expression for the amplitude modulation. Just I shown the in separate sheet how to get this derivation for the amplitude modulation. Okay. First of all, the different notations are there in different textbooks, so you don't confuse, you follow any notations for this derivation. Sometimes some textbooks and some materials are indicated this AC as VC and AM as AM as VC. VM, sorry, VM. Similarly, the X of t indicates, it means X of t means message signal or modulating signal. That's when some textbooks this indicates as M of t. So these are notations may change in different textbooks. That's why you don't confuse, you just follow and you just understand carefully. Okay, I just show to you how the derivation of the amplitude modulation. Okay, you just wait. Okay, this is the this is the derivation of the amplitude modulation. Here clearly shown message signal Vm or M of t. This is the carrier signal C of t. This is the output of the message signal. Where is the instantaneous variation of the message signal? Okay, here the AC plus AM and here the AC minus AM. Okay, in this derivation I used notations as follows. You just observe in some textbooks the different notations are used, you don't confuse. Okay, here the amplitude modulation message signals indicated by M of t. So message signal, what is the mathematical representation of message signal is am sin omega mt. Here am sin omega mt is the message signal or modulating signal. Modulating signal means message signal. Okay, so am is the amplitude of the message signal. Am is amplitude of message signal. Okay, sin omega it is the frequency of the message signal. Okay, sin omega is frequency of the message signal. Next, the carrier signal represented by C of t. So the what is the mathematical expression is AC sin omega ct. AC is the amplitude of the carrier signal and sin omega ct is the frequency of the carrier signal. Okay, then modulated signal means message AM signal. It means the output of the modulator. So modulated signal is the actual output of the modulator. So it indicates some textbooks X of t and some textbooks Y of t. Here I notated as Y of t is the here y of t equal to y of t means our AM signal. Okay, you just understand AM signal. Okay, now modulated signal y of t means AAM. I indicates AM, amplitude of the AM signal. It means AAM means I notated as AAM. AM means amplitude of the amplitude modulation signal. I just like indicate that. Okay, so this is the modulated wave. Here the amplitude is amplitude indicated by A. So the amplitude of the AM signal, that's why it represented notated by AM. Okay, sin omega ct is the frequency of the modulated wave. Okay, clear? So AAM. Now what is AAM? You just observe what is AAM. AAM equal to AC plus M of t means the the AM signal consists of message signal and carrier amplitudes, the variations of the carrier amplitudes. That's why AM signal equal to AC plus M of t. Okay, so it means the modulated signal or AM signal. Here modulated signal is AM, amplitude modulated signal. So AM consists of carrier, amplitude of the carriers and information also. So AC plus M of t. Here so you just substitute these two equations into this equation. We got this equation AC plus M of t into sin omega mt, sin omega ct. I substitute AC plus M of t in place of AM. Okay, so now the equation is AC plus AM sin omega mt into sin omega ct, because m of t equal to am sin omega mt. So that is substituted in this equation. So that's why ac plus am sin omega mt into sin omega ct. So now you just um, take a amplitude of carrier as a common term. So now the equation is like this: ac into 1 plus am by ac sin omega mt sin omega ct. Okay, now observe here the final equation y of t equal to ac 1 plus am by ac indicated by mu, here mu is the modulation index, okay, modulation index, mu equal to am by AC. So modulation index is a very important criteria in modulation techniques. Here what is modulation index means the ratio between amplitude of the modulation and amplitude of the carrier. So this is the modulation index. What is the modulation index, what it affects our modulation, those details are discussed in later classes. In this class, this is the final equation of the or standard equation of the amplitude modulation technique. This equation you just remember, later classes or later techniques also depends in this equation only. So you just remember what is the basic equation of the amplitude modulation is AC into 1 plus mu sin omega mt into sin omega ct. Here okay, just wait 1 minute. Okay, now we observe above equation rewritten as AC sin omega ct plus AC mu sin omega mt into sin omega ct. Okay, this is the expression, generally known as time domain representation, time domain representation. Okay, this equation further expanded like this: AC sin omega ct plus you just multiplied with AC multiply and divide with 2 AC mu by 2 into cos omega mt into sin omega ct. Then it will rewrite as by applying the sine rule this equation like this. Okay, this is the equation of the derivation of the final equation, standard equation of the amplitude modulation in frequency domain representation. Why? Because the omega indicates the angular frequency. In just textbook, in other textbooks, this omega c minus omega m also represented as fc minus fm. Okay, you don't confuse and observe carefully for better understanding. Sometimes omega c, it means we are all known very well omega equal to 2 pi f. So some textbooks instead of omega c they are used fc also. Okay, so here this equation is the standard representation of am signal in frequency domain representation. This signal is time domain representation. Okay, in by observing this equation now, once again we observe this equation. There are three components are there. This is one term. The term AC sin omega ct, you just understand that is the carrier signal. Okay, then this is the another term omega c minus omega m. So here the frequency is omega c minus omega m. Here the frequency is omega c. Here the frequency is omega c plus omega m. So there are three frequency components are available here. These three frequency components. What are the amplitude at the omega c means the amplitude at the omega c at omega c is AC. So amplitude of the carrier. Okay, now here omega c minus omega m, at the omega c minus omega m, the amplitude is, what is the amplitude at that place is AC by 2, mu AC by 2. Here omega c plus omega, at the omega c plus omega m, the amplitude is again AC mu by 2. Okay, so these two are omega c minus m, omega c plus m are called as side bands. Okay, now one doubt is arise, what is the amplitude of each side band? So here the omega AC by 2 is the amplitude of two side bands. Now substitute mu equal to AM by AC, then it is AM by 2. So each side band amplitude is AM by 2. You just remember that. This is very important in some competitive exams also, and some problematic questions also. Okay, so what the amplitude of the side band is AM by 2. So here what we conclude is there are three frequency components or three terms. One term is carrier and one term is sideband, and remaining two are the sidebands. This omega c by omega m is the LSB, called as LSB, lower sideband, and next another is USB, upper sideband. Okay, lower sideband, upper sideband, and carrier. So the AM signal consists of three: carrier signal, lower sideband, and upper sideband. So this is the frequency spectrum. This is the frequency spectrum. Okay, now observe the frequency spectrum. Okay, here amplitude is AC at the omega c, at the carrier, at the carrier frequency, the amplitude of carrier is AC. Next, at the LSB side, omega c om, omega c minus omega m, the amplitude mu AC by 2, the mu AC by 2. So this is the frequency spectrum as frequency spectrum of the AM signal. Okay, you just remember. Then what is the bandwidth requirement for AM? No, we know very well bandwidth for any bandwidth calculation. Here upper sideband minus lower sideband. Okay, USB minus LSB. Here USB means omega c plus omega m minus omega c minus omega, that is 2 omega m. In some textbooks it is represented as bandwidth equal to FM also. Okay, 2 FM also, bandwidth of the AM signal. Okay, bandwidth of the AM signal is 2 FM or 2 omega m. Okay, so what we observe here, you just observe here this term, the final equation term, we observe AC sin omega ct. Actually this is purely carrier signal. Okay, it's purely carrier signal. This is the carrier does not consist any information, but uh, at the output of the AM signal, it consists separately, and these two are LSB and USBs. These two are consists the our information signal. So for the carrier also unnecessarily transmits in AM signal. This is the disadvantage in AM. Disadvantage in AM mean the carrier signal separately sends. It means the that's due to this scenario, the power requirement is very high, and similar to power, the bandwidth also increases. The bandwidth requirements also high. So this is the two disadvantages in AM signal. One is bandwidth requirement more. Bandwidth requirement more means bandwidth increases, and power also increases. Okay, so in order to overcome these disadvantages, the few more techniques are designed for effective transmission. We discussed about those techniques in later classes. So you just go through this topic and make prepare a notes and study well before attending to next classes. Okay, thank you very much. Next we meet in another class. You just safe in your home. Okay, thank you.